We're just at the end of a cracking wee long weekend here in Palma, Mallorca.
Unfortunately, I have to go back home because I have work tomorrow.
But for me, the adventure continues here in Spain. Let's go. So as I walk back from the airport to Can Pastilla, let me tell you a little bit more about why I'm staying here in Mallorca for now and not flying home just yet. Something quite rare has happened in that a Scottish team has got to the final of the Europa League football, and that final is going to be in Seville in the mainland of Spain. So I thought, why not take this opportunity to travel up to Seville tomorrow, and we'll just see what the atmosphere is like when up to 100,000 Scottish people descend on the city. It should be quite interesting. I don't have a ticket for the match or anything like that, but still the atmosphere hopefully will be a carnival atmosphere and there won't be any trouble or anything like that that's sometimes associated with football. I'm sure it'll be fine with Scottish fans. Good morning folks. Like so many of my journeys, they have to start with a Red Bull. It's 4:30 AM. We've just got to walk to the airport now, find that wee path, which I think will be a wee bit scarier in the dark. Well, it may be the middle of the night, but it's already touching on 20 degrees Celsius and I'm sweating. And there's some warm African air blowing up over the next couple of days, so in Seville it's going to be 35, 36 degrees. I hope all us fair Scottish people can handle it. Aye, so it's 5:20 in the morning here at Palma Airport, and it might as well be Glasgow. It's absolutely hoaching with Rangers fans. Some of them have slept here on the floor in the airport overnight. They've come from all different places to try and get to Seville. I've still got a couple of flights to go. Let's see if we make it.
Welcome to Barcelona, where the local time is 7:30.
Adiós, muchas gracias. Onwards to Seville.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad abrochado hasta que la señal de cinturones se apague.
Bienvenidos a Sevilla, donde hemos aterrizado a las 10:20 hora local.
Gracias. Welcome to Seville, folks. Well, we actually were lucky. We were on holiday in Mallorca, so we had to leave the family there, so they're still there. Amigos, bienvenidos a Sevilla. I've only got two objectives. Number one, stay in the shade. Number two, drink lots of water. And I've still got to find a Vodafone store because my phone's still not working and I've got no idea where I am. Discúlpeme, mi teléfono no funciona. ¿Sabes si hay una tienda de Vodafone aquí? Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. I'd probably recommend any mobile phone provider other than Vodafone if you're coming to Europe and you don't want to spend your days searching for a store to get your phone to work. Well, that was a waste of time. They couldn't work it out either. So we will just be wandering around Seville for a couple of days, getting lost. Join me. There are Rangers fans absolutely everywhere at the moment, but I can't quite find a place where they're all congregated. There's just little pockets of them everywhere. It's quite cool. Haven't seen many Frankfurt fans yet. Out with the old town, it's quite hard to find some shade, but it's also hard to describe how hot it is here. I don't think I've ever felt anything like it. It's almost like I'm expecting the lens of my camera just to crack. And it's so funny when you see the Rangers fans and they've got their scarves on. I don't know how they do it. Dirección Kansas City. Ah, at last I've found some shade again. Now what I'm going to do now is head down to the stadium where the game's being played tomorrow. Now, I don't have a ticket for this match, so I won't be going to this stadium, but I'll be going to another stadium tomorrow, and I'll explain that in a wee while. So with a little help from the local cops, I've managed to find the football stadium. This is a stadium I will not be coming to tomorrow. As you can see, security is quite tight here, and this is about as close as you can get. For all I know, the teams could be training in there just now. So there we have it, folks, El Estadio Ramón Sánchez Pizjuán. That's the home to Sevilla FC, and tomorrow night it's the host stadium for the Europa League Final between Frankfurt and Rangers. Will Rangers do it and make some history for Scottish football? You know what, I've got a strong feeling that they will. But like I say, I'm not lucky enough to have a ticket for this game or one of these passes, so this is about as close as I'll be getting. Because tomorrow evening I'm going to be way over the other side of Seville at another massive stadium that holds 60,000 people, and that's where they'll be screening the game live to all those people who don't have tickets like myself. And here's what's at stake tomorrow, folks, a slightly smaller and a little bit more solid version of that, and some cheeky Rangers fans already put a Union flag on it. That's the way. At last I've worked out a way to describe how hot it is today. All the old chewing gum is melting again, so it's a very sticky walk along the pavement. Well, that's me out for the day. I'm going to Cordoba now for the night, and I'll be back tomorrow. But it's like Glasgow here. Honestly, every train that comes in from every destination, it's just got more and more fans. They're from everywhere. Okay, let's get going to Cordoba. I can still faintly hear Rangers fans off in the distance.
Desde la bienvenida a bordo de este tren con destino Madrid-Puerta de Atocha. Durante su recorrido les anunciaremos la llegada a la estación con parada, bebidas y otros productos de restauraciones. Próxima estación Córdoba, Renfe de San
Alright folks, welcome to a roasty toasty Cordoba. I really hope my hotel's got some air conditioning, otherwise I don't predict much sleep tonight. But of course I'm only staying here for the night. It's a shame because it's an absolutely gorgeous city. But I'll be heading back to Seville on the fast train again tomorrow morning, the AVI, which is absolutely fantastic. It's so fast, smooth, quiet. You've got no idea you're going at that speed when you're sitting in the cabin. It's absolutely great. Look at this little lovely hostel, and I'm leaving it to go to Seville and watch a football match on a screen. I actually slept not too bad last night, considering it was still 33 degrees at 9 PM. It was okay. Oh, Cordoba is so nice. Genuinely wish I could spend longer here. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at this place. Right, so this is the day I've been worried about most. Not only do we need to get the right result in football, but I've also not got any accommodation. So my next rest will be on the train to Madrid at this time tomorrow morning. Right, I've found a train to Seville in about half an hour, so that gives Classy Steve time to stop for breakfast at the bus stop. And maybe I am at a bus stop, but I tell you what, there's no better start to the day than a basic Spanish breakfast. Cheers, Don Papa. By the way, that breakfast, it was less than €4. Blows my mind. Now I've just got to try and remember where this train station is. Right, I found my way back to the train station, so let's get back to that Scottish takeover of Seville. And there's a fan zone, which I didn't know about, so we'll head there this morning. And in fact, that's not too far from the stadium that I'll be watching the game in this evening. So let's get back there and see what it's like. Vámonos. So here it is, folks, the train to Glasgow.
Está llamando desde Sevilla.
I'm getting down towards the fan zone now. I'm always a bit sceptical about fan zones because it's the fans that make the atmosphere, not UEFA. But we'll give it a chance. We'll see what it's like. And to be fair, they're doing their best to make us feel at home. This could be Glasgow green if we had a few more oranges and parrots in the trees. It's a proper friendly atmosphere at the moment. Everyone's mixing really well. We'll wait and see what happens after the match though, if there's a dodgy decision or something. But I tell you what, Glasgow must be empty right now. There's still the occasional quiet street here, but everywhere there are football fans from Glasgow and from Frankfurt. It's funny when you see all the normal tourists, they're like, what's going on here? It's only 1:20. I've got to pace myself a bit. The day is young. Man, I've got to say I love the tapas in Seville. I ordered manchego cheese, chorizo and patatas bravas and a caña, which is a little beer, and it came to like €10. In fact, the plate of manchego cheese was €3 and there's about 10 slices. I've got some in my bag for later. I don't know how I'm going to last until tomorrow morning, but I'm such a lightweight. When you look at these fans who are having beer for breakfast, I don't know how they do it. tell you what, hats off to the Frankfurt fans, that was pretty cool. Seville are selling a lot of beer today, I tell you. And there's Rangers fans in every street, and every side street as well. Follow me and see what I mean. Absolutely crazy, eh? I've stumbled into a bit of a Frankfurt zone here, and it's pretty impressive. 99.9% of them are wearing white. Right, I'm making my way out of town now, leaving all that craziness behind. But seriously, the atmosphere in the city today has been incredible. I mean, there's more Rangers fans than Frankfurt fans, but I tell you what, there's a lot of Frankfurt fans as well. And everyone has just been high fives, smiles, and despite all that beer and hot weather, you know what, I've been here since 10 o'clock this morning and I have not seen one bit of trouble, nothing at all. Everyone's been an absolute credit to both clubs, seriously. And if I just keep walking this way, I'll eventually get to the Olympic Stadium, and that's where I'll be watching the game tonight. I'm actually quite happy that I was even able to get a ticket for that, to be honest. We're just over 2 hours till kick-off now, and behind me we've got the Olympic Stadium, El Estadio Olimpico, and that's where we're going to watch the game on big screens. Behind me the other way, under that road, there's a massive party going on. There's thousands of Rangers fans there. It's absolutely jumping. I've got no idea how they all got to Seville. Never mind here. We must be on the outskirts of the city now. We're miles from where the game's going to be played, judging by how long it took me to walk here anyway. I'm knackered. I must admit, it's quite surreal sitting in a stadium watching the telly, but it's still better than trying to find a pub in Seville and maybe not being able to see the TV. At least these are nice big screens. How crazy is this? Look, this could be Scotland. Everyone at the 24-hour garage. Well, where do you start with that one? I think the only place you can start is with honesty, and that is that the better team in the night won, there's no doubt about it. And when it came to penalty kicks, they had 5 to take and they slotted them all away perfectly. That's football, that's just the way it goes. And that's not slagging off Aaron Ramsey in any way. I've heard a lot of negative stuff about him tonight after the match. But to me, anyone who's got the balls to step up and take a penalty in such a pressure situation, hats off to them. But the problem is it'll never mean as much to Aaron Ramsey as it means to every single one of these fans tonight. And I think that's been the difference throughout this whole competition, the Ibrox factor. It's something you don't get in a final, but up until this stage, Ibrox has made such a difference and given the players so much confidence to do some amazing things and get to a European final, which was fantastic anyway. But now all these fans will just go home with a suntan and a bank account that they'll be hiding from for a few weeks. And it's going to be a much longer journey home as well. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, if I ever make it back to Scotland, that is. Bye bye.